utajua haujui, hatuweki mafala. Pesa nitakula na sitaleta kurahi, wakifunga nyumba ulikuwa runda we, hatuweki mafala. Haujali bao mi, nasikia una benki Maldives, kiji nyumba kina cheki palm trees, ikinuka utaruka kambi. Sina karo, sina food, sina kodi, na nina BBI, kuna COVID, miss me na stories za BBI. Wanasema tunavuta bangi, lakini cheki zinashika nani? Wananchi wanawika haki, ukutenda zikipita kati. Sitakuvotia wewe, ukabila ndiyo policy, kama bia ndiyo policy, kakamia ndiyo policy. Sitakuvotia wewe, ukabila ndiyo policy, kama bia ndiyo policy, kakamia ndiyo policy. Mafala. So pesa nitakula, sitaleta kurahi, nikishindo nare, ulikuwa Karen, hatuweki mafala. Hawajali about you, nasikia wana mali offshores, mandege na mameli lonos, wakidedi watasare others, magazeti walihonga of course, kwenye tali nikiteri ma. Someone tell me where we headed now. Wanasema tunavuta bangi, lakini cheki zinashika nani? Wananchi wanawika haki, ukutenda zikipita kati. Sitakuvotia wewe, ukabila ndiyo policy, kama bia ndiyo policy, kakamia ndiyo policy. Sitakuvotia wewe, ukabila ndiyo policy, kama bia ndiyo policy, kakamia ndiyo policy. Mafala. Roundi, utajua haujui.
I know it's getting way too late, but I'm struggling to let go. I know it's getting way too late, but baby, please don't you go. Yeah, you know that OG feeling when I feel I'm alone again. I've been here before, so I'm really not scared this time. Baby, know I'm really tryna say what's on my mind. 2 years down the line, then I see your face and all I think is rewind. Oh baby, what is this you're doing to me? Oh baby, I could do it all, baby. Girl, I think that I could do it again. Think that we could do it again. Girl, pray for me. I'm about to give it up for you. Don't you tell me that it's over. I need you closer, much closer this time. And don't you tell me that it's over. I need you closer, much closer this time. When I'm thinking about this woman for the very last time, 'cause she swore that she's done with me. Oh baby, girl, I think that I could do it again. Think that we could do it again. Girl, pray for me. I'm about to give it up for you. Right, listen, I'm tripping but another mistake. I'm tripping but another mistake. Like whoa, I really made a song about a hoe. I lost my girl 'cause I did that shit again. And now I'm all alone, out here chilling out with all these hoes. I'm tripping but another mistake. I'm tripping by my shawty code.
Burden is light now, my yoke is easy now that you are near me. give me abounding grace. Wake up, I see your face. Every day, closer and more we stay. You made a way, gave me grace. Now it's easy for me. I have a way, it's easy for me. You made a way, gave me grace. Now it's easy for me. I have a way, it's easy for me. 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 Ask me how I'm doing, I'll say I'm rich. See, I met the king and he flipped the switch. I got the best things in life. Traded in for money and I give a side eye. I met Faith, she a friend of mine. She give me strength when I don't see with my eye. Hope, yeah, she hold me close when my life flow. And love, keep me loving even when they do the most. You made a way, gave me grace. Now it's easy for me. I have a way, it's easy for me. You made a way, gave me grace. Now it's easy for me. I have a way, it's easy for me. 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 Never keep my mind off you. Daily in your word is true. Now I got eternity and now I got a life made new. Changed everything, who would I knew? You got me and my crew. Riding with you. Give our lives and our drives to you. Make it brand new. Use it for you. Take all the glory cause it's all for you. Yeah. You made a way, gave me grace. Now it's easy for me. I have a way, it's easy for me. You made a way, gave me grace. Now it's easy for me. I have a way, it's easy for me. 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 It's easy for me.
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night. Power Radio.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, boys and girls. Happy Friday. It is the 28th. It is the 28th of March, guys. Hii mwezi imebaki na 3 days. 3 days ishe. What have you done with the first third of the year? What have you done with the first 4 months of the year? Yani, guys, a whole third imeisha. How's your 2025 going? How is it going? How are you doing, my loves? My name is Caroline Murote. This is Sheversations, where we amplify female voices, and you are watching me, listening to me on our Power Radio. This is where we tune in and power up. Because that's how I'm feeling. Because it's a happy Friday. It is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful day. Na story zenu depressing. Staki kujua, staki ku. Don't tell me who's being executed where. Don't tell me who has been abducted. I don't want to know. I'm not today I'm going to be insensitive. I'm all about me and good vibes because it is our Friday. Now, if you want to know where you can come tell me how you feel about me, how you feel about Sheversations, how you're feeling about Power Radio, ama just how you're feeling about that guy mwenye haja respondia text zako for the past 3 weeks and you're still hoping that ni venye ako busy amekusahau. Let me know. Slide into my DMs, Caroline_Murote on Instagram, at Power Radio on Instagram, Caroline Murote on Facebook, at Power Radio on Facebook, Caroline Murote on Twitter, on X, and Power Radio on the same platform. And on TikTok, you can find us at Power Radio. Find me personally at Carol Murote, Carol, and Murote is spelled Murote. And in case you didn't know, just because you asked, even though nobody did, Murote means dreamer. That's what I like to say, because Murote means Murote in the Kikuyu language, which means the one that has been dreamt. So I am the manifestation of a dream. So in case your dreams are not coming true, guys, kuna mimi. I am here. I am here to fill in the gaps. So please, if you're having a bad day, don't worry. That ends now, because you're going to spend your half past Friday with me on the last Friday of the month. There is never going to be another Friday in March of 2025. Imagine how special that is. The fact that you are going to spend the next 2 hours with me. Boys and girls, ladies and are you not proud? Are you not happy? Yes, it is 12 minutes past 11. We are 12 minutes past the hour, which means that we are 48 minutes to half past the day. My favorite time of the day if you are regular. And let me just remind you why we're talking about the girlies. Yes, you already know. You already know that I'm a desert girly. Yes, if you're not new, who was raised in Botswana. So I'm going to remind you, Mosadi ke Tari ase chaba, which means, Mosadi means woman. Tari means it's a goat skin or animal skin that was used as a cloth. Kama leso. Sechaba is the nation. So basically, the woman is the backbone. She is the pillar of society, because that is the cloth that they used to use to carry babies. And babies are highly valued in our African cultures. You know that babies and cattle represent wealth. The more children you had as a woman, as a man, the more wealthy and powerful you were seen to be. So imagine entrusting women to the care of your most valuable possessions. Imagine the one that carries your babies, the one that carries your legacy. A king or a man that did not have children did not have worth in our African society, unfortunately. Whether it was biological or somebody's daughter somewhere was messing with him, it doesn't matter. But Musadi Kitaria Sechaba means that the woman is a pillar of the society. You feed a woman, you feed the nation, because a woman is the one that carries a burden that nurtures society. So we don't have a society if we don't have women. We don't have a future generation if we don't have women. And women are so blessed. We're the ones that carry life in our wombs. We are life givers. So you gentlemen out there, you're very, very welcome. You're very, very welcome. Storia Eve tutayongelelea baadaye. Mi sitaki kusikia. I told you, stress today, I don't want. If anything or anybody trying to stress you this morning, tell them that I said they need to leave you alone. They need to get going. They need to step. Yes, and there's a beautiful, beautiful morning. We have been ushered into the show by some beautiful jams. We have Policy by Flyer. Yes, and then we've had Further From Me, Caleb Awiti and Fagers. And then we had Easy For Me by Shani. And right about now, I'm about to bump it up a notch. We have Dum Kutwaf by Blackie Boy. This is the remix. Dum Kutwaf. And then we have Dream Chaser by Fee, because that's the energy. That's the energy that we're stepping in with. This is for you, my loves. Enjoy.
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night. Power Radio.
Kasari kana wewe, kasari kana wewe, kasari kafiti. Yo. Come, peleke na rada. Wake blessing double tapata. Wengine ni kujitocha yendo mama yendo bazenga. S-I-M-B-A, Simba. Yeah, man. Come, peleke na rada. Blessings double tapata. Wengine ni kujichocha yendo mamba yendo bazenga. Yani S-I-M-B-A, Simba. Pepe give to me that. Pepe give to me that. Pepe give to me that. Pepe unafanya moyo wangu unajuta. Kucha.
Sasa mimi naitwa Neema, amenijaza mingi neema, nikijitazama juu chini naona love yako tu. Let me put on my dancing shoes. Now niko ready to praise you. Hata mifupa ivunjike ni sawa tu. Ni vile nakupedawa tu. Kasan coffee, kasan coffee, kasan kana wewe, kasan coffee, kasan coffee, kasan coffee, kasan kana wewe.
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night. Power Radio.
That guy has. Ninapendwa kote Mandala. Classic man swag ajidana. Haters wanna jump, tiny temper. Cause I got the heat, Mandara. Ukiniona hivi magoti ninapiga na mdomo inakiri ya kwamba mijasiri ni vyema ukumbuke na subira itabiri. What is your name? How you feeling though? How far you go? That's up to you. Kila kitu chini ya jua ulipewa wewe kuchagua. This is for those who dream with their eyes open, chasing their dreams, writing their names on the stars. Without you sing, I feel we fly away. Without you sing, I feel we fly away. Dream chaser, iko nini unateta? Dream chaser, haina ngori tunatesa. Dream chaser, iko nini unateta? Dream chaser, haina ngori tunatesa.
Me and my band go get a champion and stallion with chic technique fit. Ice cold kwanini in a teta. No one on a corner had swagger so sweet. Already at the top, you can try but you can hold me. Even if it does get a little bit lonely. My life is so great like that tiger Tony. Ask about me, you should really get to know me.
What is your name? How you feeling though? How far you go? That's up to you. Kila kitu chini ya jua ulipewa wewe kuchagua. This is for those who dream with their eyes open, chasing their dreams, writing their names on the stars. Without you sing, I feel we fly away. Without you sing, I feel we fly away. Dream chaser, iko nini unateta? Dream chaser, haina ngori tunatesa. Dream chaser, iko nini unateta? Dream chaser, haina ngori tunatesa. Dream chaser, iko nini unateta? Dream chaser, haina ngori tunatesa. Dream chaser, iko nini unateta? Dream chaser, haina ngori tunatesa.
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night. Power Radio.
Lord. Piki maua, ua, hibidi na ua, piki maua, ua.
I Logos Music.
Piki maua, ua, hibidi na ua, piki maua, ua, hibidi. One day she would grow to be a known worldwide presenter. Victoria Kimani didn't know that she would kill the show. Run Lagos before Nairobi felt out. Take a look at Lupita Nyong'o. A better life right now is full of pretenders. Spend a little now you know. Spend now me know. So kambali na nimbali ni naenda. Now you can bet your money on me. Baby, I'm the real deal. And they can never slow me down. I'm a big deal. Mama told me. Sit down, be humble, keep it classy, keep it real. She doing her thing though. She's a real go-getter. Anything you do, she do it better. She doing her thing though. And anything she wants, she will get it. Unapologetic. She doing her thing though. Unstoppable, a phenomenal. She doing her thing though. She a queen though. I wanna meet Buddha, so I can shake her hand, tell her she a queen, she made something of herself. Now when he catch feelings, she account shillings, top billing, while she in a private jet. Get down on your knees and praise, and then do your best. They don't know your tears, what you say. Speak now or forever hold your breath. Now you can bet your money on me, baby, I'm the real deal. And they can never slow me down, I'm a big deal. Mama told me, sit down, be humble, keep it classy like Victoria. She doing her thing though. She's a real go-getter. Anything you do, she do it better. She doing her thing though. And anything she wants, she will get it. Unapologetic. She doing her thing though. Unstoppable, a phenomenal. She doing her thing though. She a queen though. She a queen though. I wanna big up all the queens in the building. All the queens doing their thing. I see you, baby. Get on the floor one time. Now, piki maua. Piki maua. Piki maua. Piki maua. Now you can bet your money on me. Baby, I'm the real deal. And they can never slow me down. I'm a big deal. Mama told me. Sit down, be humble, keep it classy, give it real. She doing her thing though. She's a real go-getter. Anything you do, she do it better. She doing her thing though. And anything she wants, she will get it. Unapologetic. She doing her thing though. She's a real go-getter. Anything you do, she do it better. She doing her thing though. And anything she wants, she will get it. Unapologetic. She doing her thing though. Unstoppable, a phenomenal. She doing her thing though. She a queen though. She a queen though.
I Logos Music.
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night. Power Radio.
Already. So she doing her thing though. We are doing our thing. Yes, ma'am, me and you and me. It is 26 minutes past. The show. It is a Friday. And that was Fena Gitu just shouting out the girlies. So girlies, shout out to you. Shout out to you. Whatever it is that you're doing, continue doing it. If you're doing it well, do it even better. And if you're not yet, if you haven't yet figured out, how to do it the way that you want to be doing it, then learn. This is a learning opportunity. I like to say, we like to say, Anwanyoke and I. Yes, if you don't know Anwanyoke, what are you actually doing with your life? She is the host to our morning breakfast show, the Power Morning Drive. And we say that you are only one conversation away from fixing egg no ran. So come on, that's how you fix it. So we better be empowered girlies because information is on our fingertips. Yes, it is. The year is 2025. The date is the 28th of March, and you need to be on top of your business. Okay. So thank you to Fena Gitu, and she said doing her thing. Though right before that, we had Dream Chaser. Like, do you see where we're going? Do you see what we're about today? So we had Dream Chaser by Fee, and then Doom 12 with a Blackie Boy, the remix featuring Wapendo Muziki. So let me know. Caroline _ Murote on Instagram, on Facebook. I am at Caroline Murote, on Twitter, X at Caroline Murote, and on TikTok at Carol Murote, CarolMurot. And you can find us the same place on all those platforms at a Power Radio. Let me know what your thing is. What is your thing, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? Let me know what thing is keeping you awake, what thing is keeping you moving, who's making you happy on this Friday. Let me know how you've been loving on yourself, girlies. And if you know, Leonie Furahi a day. So what are we doing? We're talking about good things because we don't like stress on a Friday morning. It is not for us. We don't want any stress on a Friday morning. So what are we doing? We are shouting out happy stories, good things that are going on. And then we're going to slide into our Powerful Woman segment. So this is what's doing. This is what the girlies are doing. You see, even English has said, I need a break. Let it rest. So we have Teresia, who's a single mother from Madare, yeah, and she joined the ROSE Women's Foundation program, initially earning $50 a month, and we support. She launched a recycled bottle business, growing her income to over $4,000 monthly within 2 years, and she secured a $400 loan to expand her business, partnering with Central Glass Recycling Company. Come on now. I love that. So we're talking about empowerment through entrepreneurship, and that's one of our happy stories because that's all we are doing today. Okay, now let's look at what's going on the scene with the girls and the financials. All right, so we have a Madaraka self-help group. I know we've shouted them out before, but listen. Give them all their flowers. And this is a women's financial empowerment group. It was established in 2008, and the Madaraka Self-Help Group has empowered women in Kenya through collective savings as well as loans. And members have utilized loans for various income-generating activities, improving their financial independence as well as community standing. Come on now, guys. The economy is not going to laugh at us. We are fighting. Mnakumbuka venye niliwaambia about mosquitoing? Do you remember what I told you guys? That we have audacity and we're going to make noise while we're doing it already. So, Ukwenje, weird things are going on in society that we don't like. Weird things are happening in leadership spaces, governance spaces. When it comes to women, the stories on the media that get sensationalized, we don't want anything to have to do with that, even though we do care because in Atuhusu, we are forcing issues and shouting out the girlies that are actually still making it happen through all of the awkwardness, just to show you that you don't need to be defined by your circumstances, okay? Okay, so this is to all the girlies and all the boys that like to pay attention. You better listen because everywhere around you, there's good things happening. You just need to look for them. You're going to find what you look for. You're going to find what you pay attention to. So as much as some of these things are unavoidable, what you intentionally seek out is what comes to you. So you better seek out some positivity. On my end, I really like to seek out Jesus. So if you want to do that, if that works for you, great. Whatever it is that works for you, you do that. But be intentional to keep it positive, keep it happy, sunshiny. And another sunshiny story, a story of overcoming adversity is we have a young lady called Mumina who's from Kilifi County, and she faced early marital challenges but took pride in raising her 8 daughters. Eight daughters, guys. And she has a beautiful story that we're going to get into, and it highlights resilience as well as the pursuit of empowerment despite societal obstacles. So, yeah, just going to highlight a little bit of that a little bit later on. But now let's look at what's going on in the scene of agricultural innovation. We have Jane Gashangwa. Gashangwa. Yeah, when you want to. This is Chang. I've refused. I've refused. Let's just stick with the colonizer name just for now and don't ever quote me. I have not said what I said. So we have Jane Changawa. Imagine who I was calling Gachangwa. Like it's Changawa, like I know how to read. But anyways, she has an urban farm. So what is urban farming? Let's find out. So in Nairobi's Kawangware slum, she transformed her rooftop into an urban farm. So it's in an urban area. Yeah, she is slumming it literally. I love that. And she's been cultivating vegetables such as cabbage and spinach and using recycled materials. Come on, girl. Come on. And she's been trained by the Association of Women in Agriculture Kenya, which is her initiative, which is an initiative that supports women. And her particular initiative, right, addresses food security and inspires other women. So come on, kuna hiyo mkebe, and you have a roof over. It doesn't matter what it looks like. It might be an aluminium apartment. Jane Changawe is showing you that you can actually make it happen. So what is the reason? You have no excuse. How no excuse? Like there's no reason why. There's no reason why you can't make it happen with what you have. So make do with what you have. Another inspirational story is a sports story where we're seeing breaking barriers. And we love it when the girlies are literally winning, like actually winning in competitive spaces. So we have Jacqueline Juma, who is a coach, and she made history as the first female coach of a men's team in the Kenyan Premier League. So she's been managing FC Talanta. Come on, with such a beautiful name. And her appointment challenges gender norms in sports and inspires young girls to pursue careers in football. Okay, all right. And because we've got you covered all round, let's look at what's going on in the academic scene when it comes to education and what kind of empowerment is happening there. So we've seen quite a few women's initiatives, and a women's group in Kenya has utilized collective savings, yani machama, to secure loans. Yani unakuja unachukua my 20, you give my 200, my 300. And because I can't get the loan on my own security as an individual, we come together and make it happen, right? Talk about the spirit of Harambe. And this has been enabling members to invest in livestock as well as build permanent homes, because we are not about this rent life. This rent life, guys, this rent life is not for us. This rent life is not, it's not doing it. It's not doing it for anybody. I don't like it. I don't want it. So whatever it is that the girlies need to do to come together, shout out to the women's group initiatives that are helping each and every single one of those women to own livestock as well as permanent homes, and that this particular financial empowerment has improved their livelihoods as well as community status. Because if I move from a bedsitter where I'm paying rent to a yard, let me tell you, hata kama nalala kwa gunia, it is mine. It is my maguta. Mimi kama msichana wa Morema, unaniambia, what are you telling me? Me, guys, give me land. By the way, there's a man out there who says he loves me. Mimi Staki, I love you. Like, nipende na land. Give me the land. Unataka kuniambia wazungu walitoka huko, Vasco da Gama, sijui, what was the other one's name? The one who discovered, Christopher Columbus, who discovered America, even though there was a whole array of indigenous peoples. It be them discovering us all the time. Oh, okay, I guess we were discovered. Yeah, but like, unataka kuniambia these guys were coming from far looking for beds. No. Things were not well. They did not have spices. They were dying. They were not very medically, what's the word? Sophisticated. We were much more sophisticated. We understood traditional medicine. We were rich in land. They come, they settle, and they stay with savages who are backwards? No. If I come to your house and y'all are behaving weird, I leave, I step. So if somebody comes and stays in a house where they're complaining, kuna kitu kwa hiyo nyumba that they need. Because let me tell you, if you don't need anything, you leave, you go, you take your dignity and you're out. So why did our brothers and sisters from far away come and settle, and to date we're still fighting post-colonialism? Do you know, guys, that Kagame has told the Belgian government, bye-bye? y'all are not respecting our autonomy as a state, and I need y'all to leave. And so they're packing up and they're going because wow, Belgium has done a lot. Do you guys know about King Leopold? Oh, we don't have time. We don't have time for that. We are celebrating and shouting out the girlies. And what I am saying right now is that we need to be owning land. We need to be like this women's empowerment group. That's what we need to be doing already. Now we have another story of Machaka's basket weaving women who have been collecting success. Literally, you know how they say don't put all of your eggs in one basket? No, the girlie said we're gonna need a basket to start with, okay? Catch me outside. I'm gonna be making my basket. And so the women in Machakos, there's women in Machakos who have formed a cooperative to commercialize their basket weaving skills, which has led to increased earnings and improved livelihoods. And this unity has fostered economic independence as well as community development. I don't know, guys. Yani vyondo. These are the things that are empowering women out here. We don't need to be complicated and deep. Just start where you're at. And the stories exemplify the resilience, the innovation, as well as the determination of Kenyan women. So I need you to be sending me your happy stories because that's what we're about. Every single Friday, happy stories, happy stories, happy stories. And just highlight the different contributions that whatever it is that you're sharing has brought to your life, and we will shout you out. We will celebrate you. So now let's jump into another music break. So we have different because me and you are not the same. They're not like us. Come on. So that's Brandy Minor and Enoch Wambo. And we have MDQ saying Dear Matilde. So this is for you girlies. This is for you boys.
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night. Power Radio.
I'm in need of your opinion. You keep telling me to stay, but I'm moving on. You miss you as a car plays moja. Oh no, I like growth, yeah. Why you so afraid of change? And think about what people say. Go get up, yep, step up. And I think it's time to upset the setup. I move different. No intentions to be basic, baby. Move different. Oh, you can try compare. Move different. I just bought me a whip, bought gala drip. Move different. That is cause of the World Cup, though. Know me, you know. You think you know me now, not anymore. I'm sipping wine, I ain't eating a roll. I listen on me now, you missing on me now. You wish you know me now, nothing you know. Suppose you know me now, not anymore. I'm sipping wine, I ain't eating a roll. I listen on me now, you missing on me now. Cause I'm different. Yeah. I'm different. I'm different.
Yeah. Nico different, bad vibes intolerant. Every step I take it up with confidence. Usisikize pressure. Cheza kiwewe kidinji danger.
Conversations in a change. Vitu squeeze is strange. Sai wezi gauge nani stuck on stage.
Everyone is on a different page. Mimi it's mini ray.
Know me, you know. You think you know me now, not anymore. I'm sipping wine, I ain't eating a roll. I listen on me now, you missing on me now. You wish you know me now, nothing you know. Suppose you know me now, not anymore. I'm sipping wine, I ain't eating a roll. I listen on me now, you missing on me now. Cause I'm different. Yeah. I'm different. I'm different. No bad energy. Baby girl, I be everything you need is right there with me. Bad energy, no bad energy. No more bad
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night. Power Radio.
Dear Mathilde, in addition to being yourself, they will expect you to be a good girl, grow into a good woman. As you will soon discover, there is no such thing as a good girl or a good woman. There is, however, such a thing as you. Such a thing is true and forever good. Practice your smile, you will need it. It will be your strength and your mask too. You must learn how to kick, how to punch, how to push. You must work twice as hard, you must be twice as smart. To be a woman is a full-time job for half the pay, and even then, not always. You will discover your inner gangster. You will learn to outrun, outdo. They will label you a bad girl. You will learn to be unmoved. Invent your identity. Remember, necessity is a mother, so as need be, change it. Your body is your home, your throne. Adorn it. And remember this, in whatever form, in whatever shape you may be, in whatever version of reality you find yourself in, you are a queen, the feminine energy of all of creation. You are of life and you are life itself. Goddess.
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night. Power Radio.
Yeah. Maini na hando vitu roho haiwezi. Roho ina hando vitu akili haiwezi. Akili ina hando vitu himwili haiwezi. Blood sugar na panda juu yako when it's crazy.
You're pretty but you're minimal. Think there's someone out there like me, no, not at all. I got everything you need, yeah, overall. Have you begging on your knees, that's spiritual. Take your time with me, I'll be your general. Take it straight to the top, do you hear me now? Watch me whine and go down, sit down, turn around. All the pretty girls stand up on it now. When you hit the floor, watch them turn up, turn up. Having all the guys, them line up, line up. When you hit the floor, watch them turn up, turn up. Having all the guys, them line up. Guess you never met a good girl bad like this. Make you wonder where you last had it like this. Don't be so quick, yeah, you gotta time it. I know that you want it, you don't gotta hide it. Never met a good girl bad like this. Make you wonder where you last had it like this. Don't be so quick, yeah, you gotta time it. I know that you want it, you don't gotta hide it. See the pretty girl dancing, 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 pretty girl dancing. Wine, 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 wine. Yo, back with another. It's Brandy. Okay, pretty girl, go whine it. Give it to them, girl, yeah, slightly. Baby got a Range Rover. Everybody wanna taste of ya, yeah. You gotta admit, kuna something special, special about an East African queen. The way she whine, the way she moving, her lips so she grooving a little, and I get them meshavito. Itabidi me keep up with the pace if you really wanna touch my waist. Baby, hata si maringo, niggas don't go shaki, you know. See, never met a cool girl bad like this. Make you wonder when you last had it like this. Don't be so quick, yeah, you gotta time it. I know that you want it, you don't gotta hide it. Like a boy, since you pretty and you're nice. Going in for a bad boy, thinking that's my type. But you want the kind of girl that pull up and excite, yeah. Thinking we should couple up a kind of like, yeah. Julia unasikia fiti, na mimi ni pretty. How I do the pretty, why? Watch me do my pretty, why? Look into my pretty eye.
I'm a boy over here. Yeah. Body language in a bonga lugha na rada. Sina lot of fine bodies lakini nobody bada. I got what you need, you got what I want, baby. You got what I need, I got what you want, baby. Udaka nikeo balo kajuna ni confused. Well done, very caliber like how I consume. Booty be like a booty, so falling missing a booty. You know you got the job, come and report for duty. And you know, my blood sugar na panda juu yako when it's crazy.
Got a good girl bad like this. Make you wonder where you last had it like this. Don't be so quick, yeah, you gotta time it. I know that you want it, you don't gotta hide it. See the pretty girl dancing, 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 pretty girl dancing. Wine, wine, wine.
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night. Our radio.
Hey. So that was A Pretty Girl Wine by Mudhaka, Brandymine, and Bidhi. Right before that, we had MDQ telling us how it be, letting us know how we need to step, right? The confidence, how you need to puff up your chest and show up when you come correct. That is Adia Matilde by Mudhoni, the drama queen. And then I told you that we're not the same. So we are shouting out Different by Brandymine and Enoch Wamboa. Right. So those are the jams that we've been enjoying. And I hope that you have enjoyed this break. Now you know it is a Friday. Now I'm just going to give you guys a moment. What do we do on Friday? What do we do on Friday here on Sheversations? I'm waiting. We're going to do the Dora the Explorer thing where she asks you a question and awkwardly looks at the screen and all you can hear is the blinking noises. So right now, pretend you're an infant and tell me, what do we do on Sheversations on a Friday? Okay, so if you said powerful woman, that's exactly it. If you didn't, it's okay. This is your opportunity to find out. And next time you'll be wiser. You're going to know. You're going to be in the know. So powerful woman is just the opportunity for us to celebrate women that are doing their thing. Women that are doing it and doing it big despite the obstacles, despite what we say about women, despite what they say about women, despite what we see about women. There are women doing it in spite of it all. Was that poetic or somebody hire me? Somebody hire me for your event. Guys, me na kwanga entertaining. Ama. Anyways, they say don't blow your trumpet. Let me try and be humble. Okay, I've stopped. I'm very boring. I'm a very boring person. Yeah. Anyways, our powerful woman for today that we are celebrating, the one, the only drum rolls, and the crowd goes wild. We are celebrating Anita Nderu. Come on now. So we are celebrating Anita Nderu. Do you know who Anita Nderu is? She is a journalist. So let's get into her business because that's what we do in Powerful Woman. We know you from the beginning to now because we like to follow a journey. We like to show you that every single woman that is considered powerful, girl bossing, big moves and making things happen is just a girly like you and me, okay? All right. So, her name is Anita Nderu, full name. That's her full name, right? And she's come from a strong family support system, particularly her mom, who has been her rock since day one already. And she keeps her family manenos low key. So we just know that her and her siblings have been through thick and thin. We're going to try that again. Her and her siblings have been through thick and thin. And let's see if this is an educated girly. Let us see if this girl knows what she's doing because somebody paid her school fees. Indeed, they were paid because Shorty went to the Muthaiga Primary School where she started showing crazy leadership vibes earlier on. Alafu kaenda shule pale Limuru Girls Secondary School. And you already know she was an academic queen. She was an extracurricular boss, especially when it came to leading the squad. So she was just doing everything when it comes to leadership spaces. And when it comes to tertiary education, she graduated from USIU with a degree in international business administration, where she started to grow her passion for media and making change. Come on now. Like any beef na kuanga nayo. Let me just put a commercial break. Just pause, powerful woman. And let's just... Mbona tunakuanga na university inaitwa United States International University. Do you know a lot of people don't actually know what it stands for? Because the abbreviation is so nice, USIU. Like, and then the day I saw it in full, I was so triggered. Because do they have Nairobi International University? Pale? Guys, tunafaa kujipenda that even if an institution comes to whoever it is that's giving out licenses, be like, hey, bruh, eat a Thika Road fancy girls, a Thika Road cool kids university. I don't know, something local. Just look for a beautiful name. Call it something. Sijui hype and okay. Let me stop being messy. Okay? But I take issue to us not claiming the things that represent us in this country because other nations don't do the same. And even though I said I'm not going to mention anything dark and like depressing, I just want you to pay attention to the fact that with the Margaret Nduta case, guys, the Vietnam story, do you see how irrelevant we were to the Vietnamese government? Okay? Like, I know the US and Vietnam, those are two different countries. I understand that. But we're talking about international relations. Do you understand that when countries respect you, they keep open lines of communication? When your president calls, he's not snobbed and snubbed. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because there is that respect. You know, you're trying to keep healthy relationships because you don't know what you might need. International politics is tricky, very, very tricky. So when you realize that your country does not feature anywhere else, that you're not important anywhere else, you're only important for foreign investors to come and cater to their own personal interest using your land, your institutions, and your people as well as resources, in the name of offering support, that makes me very, very uncomfortable. But let's go back. Press play. Powerful Woman is back on. Forget I said all that, but think about it low-key. Think about it very, 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 very deeply. Process it subliminally and let me know what you think about that, okay? So that we can be thinking about it together. All right, slide into the DMs. If you want to speak to me directly, Caroline_Murote. Get my number and then I will, we can be angry together, guys. But Miss Anita Anderu, so she graduated with a degree in international business administration. So she's a girly who's all about management. She understands administration. She understands her numbers and we already know that she's a media queen. And if you don't, we're going to see that shortly. So when it comes to her career, she started at Capital FM in the space of media and broadcasting as a radio presenter, and she made waves. Come on now. And then she switched lanes into the digital media world and built a massive following. Y'all should follow me, follow Power Radio, follow Power 254, follow Caroline Murote, Caroline_Murote on Instagram. Come on, just follow me. Okay, let me stop. All the follow songs are really whack. So I was going to say, Money follow me. I don't even know how that's how bad it is, guys. Maybe one day, intrusive thoughts, stop. Okay, I've stopped them. We're all safe. All right. And then she jumped into the space of social media and digital content, like I just said. And currently, she's a queen. She's one of the biggest digital content creators in our country. And she's all about using her platform to talk about real issues. So she's not just there for the shine. She's been talking about mental health, youth empowerment, as well as eco-consciousness. So, hey, the legacy of Wangari Maathai is well and alive. And don't we love to see it? And she didn't just waste her degree, guys, when it comes to, businessy things, administrative things, because she has a business acumen and she jumped and dived into entrepreneurship. She founded a social enterprise that's empowering the youth, especially young women, to level up using digital tools, because digital and AI tech spaces is where it's at. If you don't have a foot in the tech, digital and AI space, as well as in the eco and climate change spaces, umeachwa nyuma. You are prehistoric, okay? Okay? All right. You better know. Fix it very, very quickly. You need to boost your online presence. This is not the time to be cutesy and demure. When employers and potential investors and partners, collaborators, fans are looking for you, they're gonna search you up. If there's nothing to find, then you might as well not have a resume, because if the only time you're going to shout yourself out is when you're looking for somebody's daughter or son or organization to hire you, and then they're gonna know how awesome you are through the CV, those 2-3 pages of paper are not enough. They are simply not enough. You need to have online presence. I am speaking to myself. I am speaking to all of us. We need to know that's where money is coming in. So if you're trying to stay alive financially, you better work on your online and digital presence. Whether you like it or not, it's no longer for kids who have time to waste. These are not those days of posting was with on Facebook, tagging people on Facebook, poking people on Facebook. That's just the embarrassing millennial behavior that I can remember that was so cringe, because Instagram became popular way after Facebook was a thing. Okay. And if you're a millennial and you had access to a computer, you didn't even need a smartphone. You just needed access to an internet cafe. Pesa kidogo to 20 bob, 50 bob, whatever it is, depending on the closest internet. You could do a lot on Facebook. You knew about everybody's life because we were posting everything. Gosh. We were posting everything everywhere you go, photo. Like I feel like, but it was really wholesome because it was just exciting to know what other people are doing. Currently, people are doing it to show off, to make money. You better jump on the wagon. This is a hill that you should die on because otherwise it's not going to be good. It's not going to be good. Yeah, you and all of your friends, your brothers and sisters, please jump on social media. It is happening digitally. Create content, put it out there, YouTube. Fix your LinkedIn. Talking to myself, Caroline, fix it. Okay. All right. Now, let's talk about Miss Anita Nderu's achievements, okay? So she is a girlie who's all the way, she's hyped up about mental health advocacy, and she's been vocal about mental health. She's made it her mission to spark open conversations as well as reducing stigma, right? And she said this in 2020. She shared this on Instagram. It is okay not to be okay. The most important thing is asking for help. Real talk, Anita. Real talk. And in 2021, she linked up with Kenya Red Cross to train the youth on mental health first aid, as well as helping each other. All right. And let's see what she's been doing in the space of sustainability as well as eco-consciousness. You see, she's ahead of her game because, you know, she went to school like the rest of us, but see how she realizes where the money is at, right? So she's been on the green train and she's all about sustainable living as well as eco fashion. Yes, queen. And in 2020, she told her followers, sustainability doesn't have to be complicated. Start small, like ditching single-use plastics or using eco-friendly fabric. So I know that this is not metal and glass and, you know, the eco warriors are going to come for me, but having a bottle, and this is shout out to the Africa Media Festival, which happened courtesy of Baraza Media Lab a few weeks ago. Such a beautiful, it has the skyline of Nairobi in white, right? And it's written Nairobi, and it's such a beautiful, it's such a beautiful bottle. But the point is, I'm not going to keep buying plastic bottles. I'm always going to enter the nearest building, look for a dispenser or the tap, because drinking tap water everywhere I go is the hill that I choose to die on, guys. I can't process needing to buy drinking water all the time. So carrying your water bottle from home means that you reduce the amount of bottled water you're going to buy, because that's the thing that you're going to need throughout the day. Very rare for you to leave the house and come back without having a sip of water, okay? Because even if you're not going to eat, you're probably going to feel thirsty. You're probably going to get into the sun, see somebody drinking water maybe, and decide that you're going to sit down somewhere and ask for a glass of water. But guess what helps more than anything? This is not the best because this is plastic, right? But you see, it's not single-use plastic. Until this bottle gets damaged, I'm going to use it and reuse it, meaning that I'm reducing the amount of plastic that I'm putting out there. This is what it means to be eco-conscious, to have eco-friendly practices, and this is something that you can take into account. Small things like carrying a lunchbox, and everywhere you go, if there's a serving point, carry that food as opposed to putting it in a plastic or buying an extra bag already. All right. And she's been promoting #sustainable fashion and making sure her audience understands the importance of investing in long-lasting ethical clothing. And what kind of impact has she been having? What kind of impact has she had on society? So she's not a girlie who just talks the talks. She walks it as well. And she's used her platform for social impact. And she's partnered with brands that care about more than just profit. And that's what we're about. So in March 2021, she dropped this bomb on Instagram. And she said, I quote, "We are the generation that can drive change. The moment you choose to use your voice for good, that's when the real work begins." Okay. All right. Fire emoji times 3. Yes. And she launched a mentorship program to guide young women into digital media production, as well as business. Please just mentor me, Anita. Just carry me, take me home, please. And so far, over 100 women have been mentored. And you see, we have opportunities to create change, right? You know, from the girlies in Mathare creating urban farms on their aluminum tin roofs to Anita Nderu and giving back through mentoring and training women in media production, in digital content creation. Everybody has something to give back, okay? We are not always victims, ladies. Men, we are not always the ones doing the perpetrating. We can also create change and just throw a bit of sunshine and positivity every single corner where we can. Now, these are just a few things that she has said, because she's a deep girly. Yes, she is a deep girly, and this is just a few things that she has said. She said, "Don't dream it. Don't just dream it, do it. Take the leap. Even when you're scared, you surprise yourself." And she shared this during a 2022 Instagram live where she was pushing her audience to stop procrastinating and go after their goals. I feel like we all need a little Anita to just be telling us what to do, because wow, it's giving life coach, and I love it. She said, and I quote, "Sustainability isn't a trend. True, it's a lifestyle. If we don't take care of our planet now, there won't be a future for us to worry about," right? And she said this from a 2020 interview on the importance of eco-conscious living in our country, Kenya. She also said, "It's okay to not have it all figured out. The journey is about learning, unlearning, and relearning." And she said this in 2019 in a blog post about embracing the chaos of life as well as growing through it. If you're not getting tidbits to carry home, something is wrong with you. Okay? All right. She said, and I quote, "Mental health is not a weakness. It's something that needs care and attention, just like any other part of your body. Your mind needs to be taken care of. Sometimes your mind is unwell and you need to nurture it back to health. And the faster we all realize this, the more intentional we will be, the kinder we will be to, just be conscious of how our actions affect the people around us, and also to be sensitive and caring and empathetic towards people that are struggling, because first of all, we don't stigmatize them for going through these issues in the first place, and rather more intentional about finding solutions and getting everybody to be in a better mental, psychological state of mind." And she shared this in 2021 as part of her mental health awareness campaign. Ladies, gents, are we enjoying the show? Are we seeing why Anita Nderu is a powerful woman? She is powerful because she said this: "Empowerment is not just about lifting yourself. It's about lifting others along the way." And she dropped this gem on International Women's Day 2021. And this is because she's all about community and mentorship. So looking into her life and the things that she has achieved. No, actually, this is her personal interest, yeah? So just the things that she likes to do. Before we jump into the achievements. She is very passionate about fashion. She is a lover of travel. Woo, you need a cheddar. Thank God for that. And she's an entrepreneurship queen. So she's all about what do I sell? Some of you people that call yourselves my friends. If I got the opportunity to sell you, let me tell you, if I got the opportunity to sell you, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, out there, if you know that you're my friend and I got the opportunity to sell you, I promise you I wouldn't think twice. I am selling very, very quickly. Yeah, because ask yourself, what value do you have in my life? In my friends' lives, what value am I adding? So mimi nikiulizwa, what are you selling? Give us your brilliant business idea. Kidogo hivi, I'm selling the people in my life because I'm sure that they have value. I just might not be seeing it. It's just, you know what? You guys are lucky that I love you deep down inside. You know, when you love somebody sentimentally, you don't really care about the material value they bring you. Are they inspiring you in life? You're exhausted because of them. That's beautiful. You just keep them. And I'm just saying that I might be selling somebody very, very soon, but we don't tolerate human trafficking, okay? Just selling humans for comic value. So, Miss Anita is always sharing her adventures and eco-conscious choices on social media. All right, we love a queen that's showing off for all the right reasons, and she is a brilliant public speaker. She's a sought-after speaker, and she's been spreading wisdom on mental health, digital media, and entrepreneurship at youth empowerment events. All right, and if you need to look for her, catch her on social media, YouTube and Twitter, where she keeps it real with her community. She's been sharing personal stories as well as her success tips, and who better to take success tips from than somebody who's traveling the world and winning in life while making the planet a better place, one eco-conscious quote at a time. Okay. And she is going strong on her mentorship game. She's been helping young women find their voices in the media as well as business, and it's been paying off big time. Yes, so she's the definition of empowerment, sustainability, as well as mental health advocacy. So you better watch out. Watch this space because she is not done. So now let's look at the things that she has done, her achievements. So she was awarded Best Radio Presenter at Capital FM in various internal awards at the station, recognizing her exceptional skills as well as connection with the audience. She also got the Top Digital Influencer Award in 2021, where she was recognized as one of Kenya's top digital influencers, which cemented her space as one of the leading voices in the Kenyan media and influencer spaces. And that's just a nod to her influence prowess. So we also have a Mental Health Advocacy Award. Come on now. You know, when you put good vibes out there, you get a lot back. You know, you really reap what you sow. And so she saw her commitment to mental health awareness, earning her the Mental Health Advocate of the Year award. And this was in recognition to her continuous work to reduce stigma around mental health as well as encourage open conversations. And we also see her being recognized for sustainability. She was recognized by various environmental organizations for her advocacy in eco-conscious living and sustainable fashion. And her efforts to push sustainable fashion have led to partnerships with ethical brands. Do you know what ethical means? Nobody died, nobody was abused in the process. And her eco campaigns. And she got the Women Empowerment Award in 2021 for her mentorship initiatives, as well as her work in guiding young women into media and entrepreneurship careers. And over 100 young women have benefited from these programs, as we saw earlier. And last but not least, we have her social impact recognition by Red Cross Kenya in 2021, where she, her partnership with Red Cross Kenya Red Cross, in offering mental health first aid training to young people, earned her recognition for her contribution to social impact in Kenya. And this was a testament to a proactive approach in spreading mental health awareness as well as supporting the youth. So yes, Shout out to you, Anita Nderu. And if you out there, you're a young lady wondering how you can make your space, maybe you have a similar academic background, perhaps you have similar passions, you care about the environment, perhaps you care about entrepreneurship, you care about mentorship, you care about media. This is somebody whose journey you would be motivated and inspired by. And I hope that you realize why she is a powerful woman. So Miss Anita Nderu, shout out to you. You are a powerful woman, and here on Power Radio and Sheversations, we celebrate you. Yes, and we're gonna shout out to any powerful woman that you send our way. You, my Sheversationalist, come on, just be sending some powerful women my way. Just let me know who you want us to celebrate here on Sheversations. And before we talk about whatever it is I want to let you know today, we are diving into Ability by 1005 Songs and Amefanya Mungu by Wapendo Muziki, which is a brand new song by them as recent as last week. So please enjoy.
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night. Power Radio.
Possibility. They call me Shana the Dawn. Yabba. Got ability like Yahweh. He suppressed the kings of the underworld, my way. Rock of the ages, ancient of days, lily of the valley and the bright and morning star. Anything is possible with him. He raised up the dead after days in the grave. Parted the sea for the nation in a minute. He'll answer your matter in less than a minute.
I can move any mountains for you. Mountains for you. It's the one going out west. I know west.
He can move any mountains for you. Any mountains for you. I know west. Yeah. I know west.
All things possibility with God of ability. Ability. Possibility. All things possibility with God of ability. Ability. Possibility.
Inna the dark when it's tough, you always stepping up. Endless possibilities, salute the Holy Trinity, yeah. See, no eye ever seen it, no ear ever heard it. I know man can't conceive it. The good things in store for those who love him. I'm ready now to see the impossible.
And he said I can move any mountains for you. Mountains for you. It's the one going out west. I know west.
He can move any mountains for you. Any mountains for you. I know west. Yeah. I know west.
All things possibility with God of ability. Ability. Possibility. All things possibility with God of ability. Ability. Possibility. And he said I can move any mountains for you. Mountains for you. It's the one going out west. I know west.
He can move any mountains for you. Any mountains for you. I know west. Yeah.
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night. Power Radio.
Amenivua vazi la aibu na moyo wangu wakati sina budi ila nimusifu.
I'm
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night. Power Radio.
Dear God, it's me again. I have come to you with a heart of worship.
Baba, mimi nimekufanyia nini ndo nipende namna hii? Nimekufanyia nini ndo nipende namna hii? Baba, mimi nimekufanyia nini ndo nipende namna hii? Oh, nimekufanyia nini ndo nipende namna hii? Nimekuja na wimbo na moyo wako kwa muda Baba, wimbo na moyo wako kwa muda Baba, wimbo na moyo wako kwa muda Baba, wimbo na moyo wako kwa muda Baba. Bila wewe ningeteseka dadi, umenitoa mbali. Kama sio wewe yawe, mimi ningekuwa wapi?
Napiga magoti mbele zako Baba yangu, nainua mikono kwa ishara ya kusujudu.
Yale Baba umenifanyia, wacha nikuite shamba. Nimekuja nikupende leo Jehova Shawa. Wewe ni Mungu wa mapendeleo, nishakujua. Unapenda vile nataka dadi, nishakujua.
Nimekuja na wimbo na moyo wako kwa budu Baba, wimbo na moyo wako kwa budu Baba,
nimekuletea
wimbo na moyo wako kwa budu Baba. Nimekuja na wimbo na moyo wako kwa budu Baba.
nilikuwa nimepotea, wokovu kanipa. Nilikuwa sipendezi, neema kanipa. Ukaniokota toka jalala mimi.
Nilikuwa nimepotea, wokovu kanipa. Nilikuwa sipendezi, neema kanipa. Ukaniokota toka jalala mimi.
Asante kwa wokovu, asante kwa msamaha, umeondoa maovu, moyoni nina raha. Asante kwa wokovu, asante kwa msamaha, umeondoa maovu, moyoni nina raha. Yale Baba umenifanyia, wacha nikuite shamba. Nimekuja nikupende leo Jehova Shawa. Wewe ni Mungu wa mapendeleo, nishakujua. Unapenda vile unataka dadi, nishakujua.
Nimekuja na wimbo na moyo wako kwa budu Baba,
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night. Power Radio.
Nimekuja na wimbo And I've left it there. I have left it there. So that was Yale Baba or Moyo wa Kuabudu by Wapendwa Muziki. And right before that, also Wapendwa Muziki with Amefanya Mungu. And then we have Ability by 1005 Songs. And he said, musically, it's not happening for you, Caroline. I stay forcing issues though. I stay forcing issues already, boys and girls. So we are 24 past half past Friday, 24 minutes past 12. That means that we just have a few minutes left for us to have this conversation, but that's more than enough time. Come on, more than enough time. So what are we talking about today? Things we wish we could tell our younger selves. So we are talking about empowering the next generation. And we are going to talk about self-worth and owning your narrative. So what are we talking about exactly? What are you saying, Caroline? This is what I'm saying. It is so easy to feel small in a world that tells you to be quiet, to shrink yourself, to be seen more and heard less, to dim your light. But let me tell you, your voice, your story, your dreams, they all matter. Okay, just rubbish everything. And let me tell you, we are all a work in progress. There's things we don't say all that great. There's instances where we don't communicate all that good. There is so many situations where we wish we could have done better. But let me tell you, the beauty of being a human being is evolving, changing, growing, progressing, and moving forwards and upwards. Do you understand? You can't beat yourself up for things that you could have, the things you could have done better that you didn't know how to do. It's a matter of embracing change, just taking feedback and knowing that you can actually be a better person. And so, baby girl, baby boy, please do not dim your light. But I particularly want to talk to young girls out there. Why? Because this is what we hear a lot of the time. Hey, you're too much. Sana chatterboxes like me, Kameme FMs like me, Mimi. Nilijua what Kameme FM was, because I didn't grow up in Kenya. So I knew what Kameme FM was because my mom was like, hey, Kameme. And she did it in good faith, honestly. It wasn't, in any bad way. But now imagine going out there in society, people that don't love you, people that don't even know you, don't appreciate you, don't big you up. And then they're like, oh, you talk too much because maybe you express yourself a little bit more than they are used to, right? You need to realize that God created us very, very uniquely. And you are the only one that exists the way that you are. So you can't be successful trying to be like somebody else. You can be inspired. We're here being inspired by the likes of Anita Nderu and all the, the people, the girlies that are making it happen. Do you understand? But you can only be you, right? Now, this is what we need to learn. Your narrative is yours to tell. Never let anybody shrink you. Never let anybody shrink you unless it's therapy and you have paid a shrink, because we need to do better. Mental health is tops. It is key. All right. So look at this. There's a Kenyan girl who fought to be a voice for mental health. And people like Wambui Njoroge, she is somebody who has shared her story about battling depression and how her vulnerability, and look at how her vulnerability has been able to empower others. So if you don't know who that is, just Google. You're going to see her story. And the thing is, when you are able to be open about your struggles, others find themselves in your story. Now, in the space of the music industry, we have artists like Fena Gitu as well as Sharon Mwangi, who have found success in embracing their true selves, challenging the stereotypical roles as well as narratives that women are often placed in, and succeeding in a very male-dominated world, in the world of Kenyan urban hip hop and all the different genres that they dabble in. And we like it. We love to see young people taking over social media. So we have influencers such as The Bold, The Awesome, The Outspoken Joy Candy, as well as Kamene Gorod, who have used their platforms to boldly own their personalities and their personal narratives, as well as to share truths that resonate with young Kenyans. So listen, you're not only relevant if everybody sees themselves in you, you could teach people that there's a different version of human beings that exist. Okay, I am a strange brand. I communicate differently. I see things differently. So if a lot of you are seeing the world as brown and orange, I'm probably seeing lime green and dark green somewhere. Okay, because I'm in a society that's very different from the society that raised me, and I am a perfect example of just needing to learn to be yourself while navigating those personal differences, while navigating those cultural differences. And then you have people like Joy Candy, who has a similar story like myself, somebody who has been a diasporan baby. You have outspoken queens, fierce ladies like Kamene Goro, who have been insulted, shamed, profiled on social media because of who she is. And I feel like a lot of us that end up behind this mic, that end up in this industry, often don't fit in. So sometimes you're not telling your story to convince people that you're fitting in. Sometimes you're telling your story because that's what your story is. So the conversations that you have and the things that you say about yourself is like a photo album. It's like, hey, this is how I smile. This is what my nose looks like. This is where my hairline stops and ends with the 6 foreheads, 4 heads, 5 heads that I own that God decided to brandish on me at the front of my face. Do you understand? It's like a photo album. When we listen to you, we should be able to understand who you are, and you don't always need to explain yourself because not everybody will understand you. Not everybody will understand you, especially if you were born to be outspoken, especially if God has given you a voice for you to express yourself. You have a fierceness that most people don't have. You ask questions that are not going to be asked by most people. You are okay being uncomfortable and undressing uncomfortable things and asking for things that most people would not think is okay to be asked for. And we need people like that because those are the queens that we celebrate. When we look at the Michelle Obamas, we look at Oprah Winfrey, we look at Wangari Maathai, and all the women that we celebrate and powerful women, they have a whole bunch of people that have a lot of things to say about them. But you can't be everybody's cup of tea. And this is something I wish that somebody had told me when I was younger, that it's okay not to fit in. It's okay for you to be different. I'm not waking up trying to be different to prove a point. This is how God created me. It's also a result of the society that raised me versus the society that I'm living in now and just doing my best to thrive. And you, young girl out there, whether you look like everybody else in your society, whether you relate with people in your society or you don't, and you're a misfit, you're somebody that realizes that you don't fit in, do the best with what you have, because God didn't make a mistake creating you. God did not make a mistake doing what he did with you, giving you that voice, that passion, that personality. And for the queens that don't like to say much, but like to do a lot, they like to make things happen, see yourself in your creator. Because a lot of the time, we look for ourselves in people that have gone ahead of us. Yet, sometimes those people don't exist because we are the first of our kind. I don't know if any of us have had the privilege. Is it privilege at this point? I don't even know. I don't know if you guys have had the opportunity to watch Game of Thrones. And you see how Daenerys would introduce herself, the first of her kind, the unburnt, the mother of dragons, the queen of the what. Like, do you get what I'm saying? You're not always going to be like the people where you come from. You're not always going to be like the people around you. And that in itself is okay, because if Wangari Maathai was like all the other girls, if who is this? Who's this freedom fighter? Mokami was whose wife? He died. Okay, I'm going to remember his name. Yes, Mokami Kimathi, Dedan Kimathi's widow. If she was like all the other women who didn't want to go into the forest to support the Mau Mau struggles as they were fighting against colonialism, we wouldn't have those stories. If Mekatilili was a typical demure, likable woman, she wouldn't have won all the battles that she did. So if you have a passion and a purpose that God has put inside of you that everybody else isn't called to do, it's okay if there's people that are not going to like you along the way, because you are not everybody's cup of tea. So young girl, these are things that I wish somebody had told me when I was younger. And I need you to know that you are special just as you are, but that doesn't excuse you from just refining your character. You grow every day, you correct yourself, you take feedback, you become a better version of yourself, you find people that might understand you and have them let you know how you're doing. And not everybody is supposed to give you feedback, because some people just want you to be normal. And not everybody is going to fit into normal. And that's fine, because that's how God intended for it to be, And I think nature is a good way of showing you what I'm saying. Okay? In nature, there are so many species of creatures that look the same. And then you have the peacock. So many lizards that look the same. And then you have the chameleon. Do you understand what I'm saying? You have all of this apes and everything, and then you have the blue-balled baboons and the blue-balled monkeys. So what I'm trying to say is that God doesn't make mistakes if you find yourself to be really different from the people in your environment. It's for you to figure out why God created you that way and how to make the best of it. And somebody who's making the best of what God gave them is a Mombasa creative who's a talented poet and artist. Her name is Hassan Mugambi, and she has embraced art as a form of self-expression as well as social change. And she's using her story to create waves of impact. So I love that. And then we have fashion activism. That's just another way that you can express yourself. And we have a fashion influencer like Wamboi Kamiru, who has built their brand around self-love, confidence, and body positivity. So she's been changing the way young women in Kenya view themselves. And power to you. Power to you, girlies. Okay. So now, when it comes to artistry and artistic expression and advocacy, we need girlies that are not afraid to speak up and stand out. And this society, this post-colonial Africa that we thrive in, we're manifesting that we're thriving, does not want girls that speak up and stand out. They don't want that. No. You're supposed to shut up. You're a woman. Just be calm, chill, relax, be easy. That's not for everybody. Newsflash, that's not for everybody. So activism is not just about protest. It's about channeling your frustrations, your just frustrations and passions and creativity to spark change. So activism is a powerful tool for social change, especially when you feel like your voice isn't heard. So if you feel like you're not able to express yourself vocally like some of us can do very, very easily, to the point where somebody somewhere wants to be like, oh, shut up, Caroline, that's enough. If you're not able to express yourself directly and vocally, you can channel your passion into action. You use art to spark the change, young girl, okay? We have Kehinde Wiley, who uses activism, who activates... They do activate, but basically they do activism and advocacy through art, and they are using visual art to challenge power structures, right? And this can actually push change in political and social spaces, right? And we also have somebody like Elsa Majimbo, who is creating change through the art of expression, performance art. And she has leveraged her comedy, which a lot of people mocked. It. And she has leveraged her comedy as well as online presence to become an advocate for mental health and showing that humor can be a form of activism. So just because we haven't seen your kind before, just because we haven't seen somebody like you before, doesn't mean that you don't have space. Create space for yourself so that other girls that are like you can see where they belong. And girls like Elsa Majimbo and Lupita Nyong'o have done this so beautifully because they didn't care about what anybody thought. And they are thriving in foreign spaces that they have made their own. And they have taught the societies that they're living in the West to respect them. Despite all of the microaggressions that Hollywood has against dark-skinned women, they are being praised because they are at the top of their game. And why? Because they didn't fear. They didn't decide that they didn't fit in, so they excluded themselves. No, they said, I belong here. There's space for me, and just the mere fact that I'm here means that I belong here. I don't need evidence to show me that I belong here, okay? And then we have the girlies like Adela Atieno. Yeah, you know, Mama, Mama, I love your daughter. You know that song that she did with Sauti Sol, okay? We have many young poets such as herself that are speaking up for women's rights, social justice, mental health, and using poetry as a form of resilience, as an act of resilience. So, young girl, there is space for you. Film. So we have films such as Rafiki by Munyiri, Kahio, that challenge the cultural narrative of the LGBT rights, as well as pushing forward our conversations on gender equality and representing portions of society that are often left unrepresented. And then we have community-driven activism in Nairobi with local groups such as the Nairobi Women's Forum, where they use community-led art and performance pieces to raise awareness around issues like gender equity as well as domestic violence. So come on. Now you know that you actually have a space. You actually have space. And something else that I want you ladies to know is that you need to keep learning and keep growing, okay? Because some mistake that a lot of women make is that, I don't know why, but it's like girls don't know that it's okay for you to fail and start over. We have not historically been as aggressive as men. We're very resilient to pain. We will take pain and wear it as a badge of honor. But historically, we've not been doing great when it comes to failing and starting again. And that's called failing forwards. So ladies, in case nobody has ever told you, you're allowed to fail forward. You're allowed an opportunity to learn. And if they don't give it to you, create it. If they won't open their spaces, go and do your own thing. If you want to create, go find out what content do you need, what materials do you need, what finances do you need. Start saving and start where you are. Start small, okay? So never stop learning, whether it's formal education, self-education, or learning through experience. We need to be growing in order for us to change positively, right? So constantly evolve and learn from every situation. Don't be static. And if somebody wants to define you with a version of you that they knew last week, last month, that's up to them. Take accountability, okay? Respect the consequences of your actions, right? But don't allow people to define you with a former version of yourself, especially when you have moved forward, because people have short-form memories, you know? They just want to hold on to the version that is most convenient to them. And that's just human nature. That's okay. Don't be shocked when people do that. All right. So a few examples that show you how to evolve and learn from every situation. So we have just different spaces, right? So we have a woman in tech, a young woman, Evelyn Jambi. She's Kenya's top software developer, the big girl in tech. Yes, and she's continued to inspire young girls in STEM, showing how crucial continuous learning is to success. Because if you know something about the tech girlies, it's trial and error, because the code sometimes refuses to code, okay? Ayeye developers, I told you guys Ayeye is like, yeah, just agree with me. Like, shout out to you guys. The coders, the girls that code, the developers, I see you. And I see your struggle, right? And then we have e-learning platforms in Kenya like Moringa School that have transformed how youth learn digital skills, as well as providing access to training that was once out of reach for many. It was an online thing. It was a faraway thing. And Moringa is such an up-to-date education system that teaches you what's going on here. And now we also have the rise of digital nomads in Kenya. We have influencers such as Njoki, Kevin Juma, who leverage skills that they learned online to build a career that allows them to work from anywhere. Come on now, working from home. Ensuring that continuous self-investment is the way forward. Upskilling. Don't allow your certificate, your failure, your past to leave you where you're at. As long as you're alive, there's space to grow. All right? Already beautiful. And we can see the impact of mentorship programs such as Akili Dada that empower young women in Kenya to use education as a tool for self-empowerment as well as leadership. And we have Kenya's strong entrepreneurship culture, where we see so many youth-driven businesses popping up everywhere in Kenya, from fashion lines to tech startups. And this showcases how learning new skills can create economic independence. So don't just reinvent yourself as a person. leverage that for financial gain and impact. Build your brand, build whoever it is that you want yourself to become. In those areas, you can always grow. Okay, all right, ladies, those are the things that I wanted you to know. Those are the things that I wish somebody had told me when I was younger, how to constantly evolve, how to silence the noise that isn't helping me, that does not see me for who I am. It's okay, people can share their opinions, they're allowed, but you don't need to take all of them. Okay, take what you can learn. Your identity is not hinged or pegged on people's opinions, so you need to let the creator decide that for you. And because you already exist, you have an inbuilt blueprint of who you're supposed to be, right? And the more you get in touch with the God that created you, the more you get a concrete sense of identity. So young lady, young men out there, go and shine this for Friday, this last week of March. I am rooting for you, and I can't wait to hear your success stories at Caroline Murote across all of the socials, at Carol Murote on TikTok, and at Power Radio across every single social. So that has been from me to you, and I hope that you are going to enjoy this next episode of the Power Pod coming soon. And right about now, I'm gonna leave you in the good hands of Weza, because you can. This is by Jivu and Mbithi. Enjoy.
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night. Power Radio.
Kuna vile umenibamba vimeja, lakini kila siku nikipiga na kupata mteja. Boy child, sina kitu right now. I got much baby if you want love. Johnny vile unakwanga umeweza. Siamini neza pendwa na demu kae, na kwanga nimededi nae, kila kitu yake mina dae, ndo maana nakwama nae. Neza pendwa na demu kae, na kwanga nimededi nae, kila kitu yake mina dae, ndo maana nakwama nae.
Unanitesanga, unanitesanga, tabia imeweza, unaniwezanga, unaniwezanga. Vile umejibeba, unanitesanga, unanitesanga, tabia imeweza, unaniwezanga, unaniwezanga. Round and round and round you take me, nashinda tu is how ni cheki, na buff na pass ni kimedi. Whether you were in or out, to me it's the same thing. Siamini neza pendwa na demu kae, na kwanga nimededi nae, kila kitu yake mina dae, ndo maana nakwama nae. Neza pendwa na demu kae, na kwanga nimededi nae, kila kitu yake mina dae, ndo maana nakwama nae. Unanitesanga, unanitesanga, tabia imeweza, unaniwezanga, unaniwezanga. Vile umejibeba, unanitesanga, unanitesanga, tabia imeweza, unaniwezanga, unaniwezanga.
Basi kama mapenzi ni Dre when he top walai, unani drive crazy when I drop top walai. Started thinking about you when I can't stop walai. My love for you is connected to your hotspot walai. Ooh, the best lie is the truth. Umeniroga umenifanya na roga kwa booth. Triple D steals unanikunywa vismooth. I wanna love it like I can, I wanna love it like it should. Yeah, so kana kene ndangu nenge kendo chawo. Protect you and give it to you so organic and raw. See why ni chocha bro, cause me I keep it pure. I'm on my max so ready, so come over let's go.
Neza pendwa na demu kae, na kwanga nimededi nae, kila kitu yake mina dae, ndo maana nakwama nae. Unanitesanga, unanitesanga, tabia imeweza, unaniwezanga, unaniwezanga. Vile umejibeba, unanitesanga, unanitesanga, tabia imeweza, unaniwezanga, unaniwezanga.
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night. Our radio.